much longer? We gotta be out in this stupid weather.
Penguin said to wait for his call. He's setting something up with a buyer.
Yeah, but he ain't called.
You don't think... you don't think Freeze would have turned on him?
I wouldn't doubt it. That guy ain't human. Looks at everything like it's his next meal.
I know. Those eyes, goggles, whatever, gives me, well, chills.
Are you two quivering idiots sure you're in the right line of work?
Whoa! Stay here! I'll find out what that was. How much longer? We gotta be out in this stupid weather.
Penguins?
Huh? Who's shouting? Did someone get over there? I found someone! He can't just walk in here and do this to us. He can't.
Dispatch, here's 2. We'll swing over and have a look.
That's on the attack!
Kick the crap out of him!
You gotta get... I can explain.
Alfred, I've assembled the Cryodrill, but it requires some kind of superconducting fluid to operate.
Here it is, sir. An organic supercoolant used in an experimental lab run by one Victor Freeze.
As in Mr. Freeze.
It seems too great a coincidence to ignore. It says here that Ferris had Mr. Freeze's lab shut down.
If he's a disgruntled employee out for revenge, And this is about more than just stealing weapons tech.
Freeze's lab is under quarantine. Some kind of accident.
I'm on my way back to Gothcorp now.
Dispatch, 4-6. We're lying low.
You see what's under the snow, and with my luck, it's always ice. I don't know, man. It's never been a problem for me. Maybe you walk weird or something. Hey, you know what that means? There's a lot of empty homes waiting to be robbed. You see, that's why I like you. You're smart.
Security breach in the organics lab. Lockdown protocols in effect.
What's bitchy get you? We're gonna rip this place apart until we find a way to get Penguin out of his situation. And then, we're gonna open up this Mr. Freeze like a can of tuna.
I'm going for a gun! Keep him off!
I've had it! It's about to get interesting. This guy's unbelievable!
Fitzy's here to save you sorry asses.
Keep fighting!
I'm gonna take my time with you.
Fight!
Good. I'm gonna snap out.
That's so we can get out of here!
Get ready! Go on! Size me up all you want. Stand clear! Wait him!
I can take anything you can dish out!
I'll need to evacuate this lab of cryovapor before the lockdown protocol on this door is disengaged.
He can't get them. Not while the lab's full of cryovapor.
Think we're safe, so long as that cryo tank keeps pumping out vapor.
We can't get in here with all that cryo thing, right?
We're safe. Can't get through that vapor while there's still power in the tank. Take the way I played on spinning my new UC.
There are power conduits running through these greenhouses. I should be able to disable them with a thermocharged batarang.
You're the Batman.
Danger. Cryogenic reactor breach. Please evacuate.
I need to disable those 2 power conduits to stop that reactor leak. Then I need to ventilate the room of cryovapor.
Danger. Cryogenic reactor has failed. Containment breach in progress.
I need to disable those 2 power conduits to stop that reactor leak. Then I need to ventilate the room of cryovapor.
Emergency. Please engage manual reactor shutdown.
I hope the cryovapor kills that bastard. I thought somebody was supposed to kill that sucker. That's the first switch. What's he doing? I can't see.
He's doing something.
We got a plan beyond the usual shoot him to hell?
The lab's still full of cryovapor and the fans ain't working. I think we're safe. If you manage to get the fans back on, that'll suck the vapor out of that room. Then we charge in shoot.
I hope you guys brought extra ammo.
Danger. Cryogenic reactor breach. Please evacuate.
Now's our chance. Get in there and blow 'em to hell!
A thermocharged batarang could break up the ice encasing that vantage.
Okay, I'm watching you from over here.
not gonna stop! I need some help! You okay? Come on, man, answer me.
I got that son of a bitch!
Okay, nothing here but smoke. What the hell happened to you? Anybody see this? I told you to watch your back, didn't I?
You were supposed to back him up!
See what happens, huh? That's what happens when you're sloppy. You ain't taking me down.
Oh no, we got someone else! Get over here! Hey, come on, snap out of it.
We got no choice. We fight or we die.
Keep your eyes open or you're gonna end up like this sorry son of a bitch. This guy stayed in one place too long. Keep moving!
No, he can't just walk in here and do this to us. He can't.
Hide and seek, huh? Yeah, well, what are we playing, kid games?
I'm in shock, all right. Can't believe what I'm seeing. I'm in shock, all right.
Freeze took out the penguin, and it looks like he drove off the bat. Maybe this Freeze guy's a better bet for us.
You keep talking like that. I'm gonna beat your ass so hard.
It ain't going well. So fast.
I'll need to evacuate this lab of cryovapor before the lockdown protocol on this door is disengaged.
Holy... Thanks. Thank you.
I need the supercoolant from Victor's lab to activate the cryodrill. There's more going on here than a simple accident. This security guard's skin has the same blue coloration as Freeze's. I should set up a crime scene. Data analysis indicates that he died from heat stroke, but the control room doesn't show signs of overheating. This is some kind of crystallized chemical residue. Traces lead back into the lab. The trail ends here. I should scan for more evidence. Two men struggled. One of them ran out of the lab. That would be the dead security guard I found. These palm prints are a match for Victor Freeze. He must have watched the security guard die. Freeze scavenged what he needed from various prototypes to build himself a super-cooled survival suit. Extreme pressure built up inside the tank when ice sealed these outtakes. It appears that this guard was frozen by the cryovapors from the resulting explosion. The evidence suggests the guard was frozen before the tank ruptured, perhaps by Freeze's cryocannon. These DNA traces are a match for Victor Freeze. Spatter analysis suggests a blunt impact. Someone assaulted Freeze with a weapon. The cannon was knocked over and fired. When the tank exploded, it released a plume of cryochemicals. The plume enveloped Freeze and the guard, but the shockwave knocked the assailant clear. I need to find that weapon. It may have evidence I can use to identify the assailant. DNA analysis confirms the gun was used to bludgeon Victor Fries, and fingerprint analysis shows Ferris Boyle. It was Ferris. Something was wheeled through this fluid, possibly a gurney. The fluid must have frozen almost immediately for these tracks to have been preserved. Odd. Fries was secretly doing research on Huntington's Korea, but this is a cryogenic weapons lab. The test subject was Nora Fries. Now I know what happened here. Boyle hired Victor to help advance the secret cryoweapons program within GothCorp. In exchange, Boyle agreed to devote GothCorp resources to finding a cure for Nora's Huntingtons. But Boyle was more interested in how Victor had managed to put Nora into cryostasis. When Victor realized that Boyle had no intention of following through on their deal, he decided to do the Huntington's research himself. But Boyle didn't like that. The cryochemical cocktail altered Victor's metabolism, as well as the guards. Boyle escaped ahead of the plume and had the lab quarantined. Victor survived, but he knew that leaving the supercooled lab would kill him. So he built himself a suit and utilized an organic supercoolant to keep his core temperature sub-zero. All this violence. He's just trying to save his dying wife. The supercoolant Victor uses in his suit is the same fluid I need for the cryodrill.